Hello, how are my beautiful viewers doing? I hope you're all having a very lovely day. Today I got one of my Christmas gifts, an air purifier. I made a TikTok about it. I also made a TikTok where I was singing in the shower and I duetted somebody. And I did a makeup TikTok. I did a bunch of like social media stuff today and yesterday. And that's all I've really been doing lately, social media stuff. After spending time with the family for the holidays and no longer being sick, I had to do a round of antibiotics at the beginning of this month, which was super helpful. And then I went and I got all kinds of tests, and I'm very not sick, which is good. Um, and other than that, I am not too busy. This time last year, I went ahead and took a vacation. And this year, I'm not even interested in a staycation. My rent is also going up, so I kind of need the money to pay my rent. I'm not going to have so much now that my rent's more expensive. That's life. And I'm not going to school anymore. School was not working out. I blame COVID for like my top 5 reasons. COVID is the cause of why I'm dissatisfied. Most of all, not being able to engage with other students and with the professor on a real level. I know we can communicate here via the web, but it's lacking that human interaction, that like actual contact. I feel like we've all lost a lot of ways of showing respect for one another or even having respect for one another because there's so much laptop or computer interaction that people are just not getting that. I'll just say it, they're not vibing. You're not getting that charisma from one another. You're not smelling each other literally. People let off scents and pheromones all the time that explain how they truly feel about another one. And we're just not doing that anymore because of COVID. Also, like not being on campus, not getting enough of like soaking up that energy, not getting enough of that attention where, you know what, it's my senior year. I need people like handing me internships or getting me ready for my career. Like I don't have enough of that engagement in my coursework. I also didn't see myself transferring to another college without COVID being over. And since COVID wasn't over, I was just accumulating more credits in my junior year. And I really don't want to go into my senior without getting more out of it. And I'm an older student. It's not like I want to go rush a sorority like I had thought about in the past when I'd gone to college. Or even this last time, maybe like right before COVID, maybe 3 years ago, I was like, maybe when I'm in law school, I'll rush a sorority and be like a big sister. Because I plan on finishing my degree and going to law school. That's what I wanted to do. But now that COVID's happened, just like how the college campus is missing things because of COVID, that vibing, that charisma, so is the workplace. So is just like the everyday. People are really not engaging in the same way. And before I described it as a lack of respect, but it's literally just like lacking humanness. People have like ways of working together. A lot of it has to do with structure and like someone actually being dominant, showing dominance, people working hand in hand together and making things happen with teamwork. Even like to go as far as cheating, not as easy as it used to be. Or maybe it's easier because we're all at home with a computer. But that used to create bonds, that used to create networks, that used to create friendships, that used to create coworkers. people not only form those bonds during school, but even while they're at work. And right now, what am I going to do? Go from college where there was a lack of connection to a work where there's a lack of connection, where I have no bonding? All to do something that I could have done without a degree? Without actually finishing my bachelor's and then going on to another college, working on something like a graduate or a master's or my law degree, there's nothing for me to achieve that I can't achieve without my bachelor's degree. Nothing that I would do. There isn't a career that I can't currently grab onto without a degree that I'm interested in. And that's why I've been able to just keep being myself. I also currently get paid for being a disabled veteran. I live in a disabled veteran building. I kind of have it cushy. But as for finishing school, I was just thinking ahead, even trying to be a good mom. I'm not married yet, I'm not a mom yet. I was just trying to be more prepared to be a better spouse and to be a better parent. But they don't need me to finish my degree. I don't need a 4-year degree from a college to be a spouse or a parent. Or a better one at that. Anyways, off the subject. So, one of the things that I considered doing with my degree was getting into social media management and then continuing on with more school. So, I've really just dove into social media. That's how I spend my time. I watch YouTube, I make TikTok, I do Instagram. Sometimes through the past year, I've taken breaks, especially from Instagram. I have probably 4 different accounts on Instagram, 4 different accounts on TikTok, 4 different accounts on YouTube, because sometimes I just leave it behind, start anew, pick it back up. So if you're watching me on here, you can just look me up by my name. I have other accounts, other videos. I don't know how many I have on this account. I have one account that has nearly 100 videos and one account that only has 2. Um, some have the same content because in the beginning I had 2 channels and I downloaded the same content. But anyways, please leave me a comment if you have had good results during this time during COVID of like personal growth. Because I definitely feel like I have reached a new level of personal growth. It's just not what you would typically like. Most people would, count their successes, count their gains. Mine is like, I have such patience. I can actually sit quietly for 5 minutes. Like, I'm no longer questionable if I have ADHD. I don't. It's not a question anymore. As I'm like sitting and scooting and moving around while I'm talking to you. But I can sit still for 5 minutes and be quiet. As a child, that was near impossible feat. I can tell you I've become a hypochondriac at times during COVID, and also personal growth is trying to not even personal growth is not even the right description, but like something we could all do is try to live as much as you can without needing to abide by the enforced COVID restrictions. And I'm not telling you like go run around without a mask on or bum rush the grocery store without your mask. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is do things that don't require wearing a mask. being at home, not wearing a mask. Maybe you can like go to a park or something, not wear a mask. There's certain things we can all do where you don't need to wear a mask. And maybe if we started living that way where we don't need them, maybe it would just become normal again. Maybe we could go back to living life without a mask. That'd be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I'm not gonna lie though, it's been so nice being able to do deliveries. You know what I mean? Like I even get my deliveries of groceries. There's times that I don't go to the grocery store and I don't want to. I almost dread it. It's just so nice that we've been enabled this way. How many people like me actually want to know more about what's going on out there? Not just like delivery people or the people that still go and do their 9 to 5. What's happening in the street life? What's happening in the nightlife? What's happening with the young kids, like those punk kids that ditch detention? They're still out and about and getting around. What are they doing these days? Before we used to catch them, and that was probably part of their fun is to get caught. Is there even anyone to catch them anymore? Have they reached a new personal level growth? Even the lack of jobs and the lack of money, what's really going on? I even told my parents I don't go outside. It's right now it's almost 2:30. Um Typically if I were out of my apartment, this would be when I'd be turning around and coming back. I don't like to be out there after 4 o'clock. It's really weird. The atmosphere isn't right. The people around, the way they're interacting with one another. It's almost like the 10 o'clock hour used to be. It's the way people are connecting with one another. It'd be nice, even though I don't want anybody to rush back into life like how it used to be, but even if all the kids went back to school, if at 3:30 the school bells were ringing, so there were kids everywhere at 4 o'clock, it might be a better day for everybody. But I've been out there through COVID, and at 4 o'clock, it's not the hour that you want to be out there. If you're out there at 5 o'clock, good luck. And maybe it's the work world getting off work and rushing back home, and there just not being enough intermingling like there used to be. So it's just that one force. Can I get home safely? And then the people who are there trying to make it so you don't get home safely. Just sad. I guess the way I'm living is almost a goal, but nobody really wants to be alone. I live alone. But a lot of people have a goal to be inside as much as possible or to be in their own home, be in their own dwelling, just be inside. It's never been a goal of mine. It's very strange that I live this way. I didn't manifest this. This isn't something that I made happen. Not at all. Anyways, sometimes I wake up really early. I tend to be a 5 o'clock in the morning person. I go to bed early too, just because going back to the atmosphere being off, like, what am I staying up for? Do I really want to order dinner or should I just have something else? Like, I'd rather order at the lunch hour. Sometimes I stay up late though because I like a certain restaurant, so I'll stay up late for that order. But when I had my dog recently passed away. When I had my dog, sometimes I wake up really early just to like be out during that hour, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like nothing at all in the city is going on. Nothing at all. Isn't that strange? It can be bustling all the time and just the busiest ever while you're out and about. And there's certain hours where there's just nothing going on. And if you think about it, everything's closed, even like bars that stay open until 2 a.m., they're closed. No one's out and about, no one's around. The last time I was up that early was the summer, and it was beginning to be sunrise. It was actually really nice, and nothing was happening. Very refreshing. Anyways, I'm looking around. I need to take down my Christmas tree. I still have up my Christmas tree. And I will be house sitting in about a month for about a week. Other than that, I need to find ways to keep myself busy. Some kind of project. Maybe some more social media projects. Leave me some comments if you have some ideas. I appreciate your feedback. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give me a thumbs up. And I'll check you later. Bye.